This is a typical question that is used to test how good you are at using algebra to solve problems. We'll look at two ways to solve the problem. First, the so-called model method. One season, Deckham scored 3 times as many goals as McBrien. Let's draw a square to represent the number of goals McBrien scored. We don't know how many goals he scored. It might turn out to be just 1 goal. Or it might be 4 goals, or any other number. That's what we need to find out. Deckham scored 3 times as many goals, so that's 3 green squares. By now, you might begin to see why it is called the model method. We draw these shapes as a model to help us understand the problem. Beardsley scored 4 more goals than McBrien. So this is McBrien plus 4. Notice that it's not 4 squares, it's just 4 goals. We're given that they scored 34 goals between them. So we need to solve this equation to find out what a square represents. Five green squares equals 30 goals. So 1 green square equals 6 goals. Now look back at our model. Deckham scored 18 goals, McBrien 6, and Beardsley 10. It's always important to check if our answer works. Yes, that's true. 18 is 6 times 3. 10 is 6 plus 4. And 34 is 18 plus 6 plus 10. So, we have drawn a model of the problem and used it and the information given in the question to get the answer. OK, now let's solve the same question using algebra. In algebra, we use letters to stand for unknown numbers. So instead of using the squares we used in the model, we'll say that McBrien scored x goals. X is the number which we have to find. Deckham scored 3 times as many goals, so that's 3 times x, or 3x. And Beardsley is McBrien plus 4. They scored 34 goals between them, so we add up all of these and solve the equation. You can probably see that x is nothing but our green square from before. All the equations are the same as before, except that when we use x, it's quicker to write down and solve once you've got used to it. So that's why we use algebra. We get the same final answer as before.